What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another one of my videos, and in this video we're going over MyLeague, Week 11 matchups, Week 10 results, the standings, trades, trading block, the whole kit and caboodle. So first up, we're going to be going over last week's results, which was Week 10. First up, my matchup with Jason. I got crushed. It was a really bad week for me, so kudos to Jason for kicking my ass. I ended up losing not even the 5 players on my IR. The 5 players on my IR. But I also lost 5 additional players throughout the week, at least missing 1 game due to injuries or like Jaylen Brown with a sore left knee, COVID with Toronto, and basically affected the Bulls game, and the Texas weather with Porzingis, and then we had some injuries with and COVID. I don't know if I mentioned COVID, so like Derek White, Cole Anthony. Anyway, I still almost pulled it out too. So I won free throw percentage, which is the only thing I want. I had Porzingis played a little bit, I would have won blocks. I only lost by 8 points, and I only lost by 1-3 and 5 assists. So I could have actually won this matchup 5-4 had any of my guys played and performed fairly well. So it's really a huge blow for me. But again, kudos to Jason. He kicked my ass. He's now first in our odds division. He went from third to first. So good for him. All right. Next up on the list is Team Seeper finally pulling out a victory against Team Best. It looks like field goal percentage was close. Free throw percentage was close. Both very close. Could have gone either way. Seeper won both of those, so he could have easily lost 3-6, as he would have definitely won threes. Rebounds look like they're in the bag. Same with for best assist. Steals were good. Blocks could have gone either way. Turnovers could have gone either way. And points could have gone either way. Very close matchup overall. This could have gone a whole bunch of different ways in a whole different, field goal percentage, free throw percentage, blocks, turnovers, and points. 5 categories could have gone either way. Luckily for Seeper, he pulled out the win. Unfortunately for Seeper, he's still out of playoff race. But we'll talk about that later. Next up we have is the Dame Show defeated Team Stewart, the struggling Team Stewart, 5-3-1. So it looks like field goal percentage was lopsided, free throw percentage was lopsided, threes was lopsided as well. Rebounds, and this looks like a blowout throughout, except for blocks, and that was the category that was tied. So there's not really too much to say about that, except that even though Rick won his matchup, he fell from first to second because Jason destroyed me. All right, next up was Metal World Peace defeating St. Clair Saints. So Adam pretty much gave up. He hasn't been setting up his lineup. It's not even a challenge. So any win for Adam is kind of going to be like a surprise in any category outside of turnovers and percentages. And that's exactly how it went, as you can tell. And if you choose to compare Adam's stats against anyone else in the league, it's pretty much going to be the same result, a 7-2 or better victory. Next up, the brothers matchup of the week, Team Mark versus Team Mike, which is Badonkadonk. And let's see, field goal percentage probably came down to the last day. It was within 1%. Probably came down to the last day. Team Mark won that. Also won free throw percentage handily, while Mike took threes fairly easily. Rebounds, those are the 2 best rebounding teams, I believe. Oh, maybe Metal World Peace is probably the 2nd best. Regardless, I'm surprised it wasn't as close as I thought it would be. Same thing with assists. Same thing with steals and blocks. Everything was a blowout. Mark at least would have won 5-4, as the categories he won, he really won. And Mike won his categories by a fair amount as well. So nothing too special. It looks like the best matchup of the week was Team Seeper with the 5 categories that were very close. All right, so after the results, the standings stand like this. In the odds division, Jason went from 3rd to 1st, as he's technically, due to percentage, tied with the Dame Show. So whoever comes out with the better week this week will grab the top spot, while I am now technically tied with Team Best for the 3rd overall spot in our division. I think I don't even know how I get it. Whatever. We both have the same percentage. And St. Clair Saints probably not make the playoffs, as like I said, Adam gave up. All right, Meta World Peace maintained a strong lead over the rest of the Evens division. As it was just a couple weeks ago, Team Stewart was the top dog, and now he's fallen from first to third, and he had like a 58% win percentage, and now he's exactly 500. So again, guys, like I said a few weeks ago, you just never know. In category leagues, things can change in a matter of 2 weeks, like it can't in any other league. That's what I love about category leagues. Anyway, Team Marquez overtaking the second spot in the Evens division with Team Stewart in third and Badonkadonk in fourth. Now, Team Stewart is right there. He's only one game behind the 8th seed, which is Badonkadonk. And it looks like, let's see, 500. Okay, so it looks like Badonkadonk's the 8th seed, Stewart is the 7th seed, and Mark is the 6th seed. Best and I are the 5th and 4th seeds. And Dame Show is the 3rd seed. Meta World Peace is the 2nd seed. All Great Ones is the 2nd seed, and Meta World Peace is the 1st seed. So, again, it's still anyone's game. Anything can happen between, let's see, I would have to say between the 4th seed, which is my team, at 45, 42, and 3, with a 51.7 win percentage, all the way down to the 9th seed, which is Team Seeper at a 44 win percentage. I can't calculate that too well, but I would imagine it's just a 7.5 game differential between 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6 teams. 5 of those teams are going to make playoff spots, 1 is not. And if anyone's interested, I also copied the season stats for each individual team so you could see how well everyone's doing against one another. All right, for our trade block, we did have a trade recently. Best receives the Aaron Fox, and Mike receives Cody White and Jonas Valanciunas. So good for Best, as he was trying to get that point guard who gave him strong assists and strong steals. It's exactly what D Fox gives him. And Mike receives some depth, more points in Cody White, but now he gets more rebounds, which is another strong category of his in Valanciunas, and strong overall percentages, as Fox wasn't very good, at least specifically in free throw percentage. He was good in field goal percentage. So, all right. So for the block, though, Skyler is looking to add for the point guard position. Jose is also looking to add for the point guard position. And Best sent me a trade offer looking for a big, so I'm assuming he's now looking for a big now that he traded away Valanciunas. He doesn't really have a big. Team Seeper is looking to trade Vukovic, but at a high price, rightfully so. He's been killing it this year, like I keep saying. So I would expect nothing less. For me personally, I have a lot of depth. The only trades I'm looking to do are 2-for-1s for better players. That's the only thing I'm looking for right now, as I have a ton of depth due to injuries. I picked up the right players, and I feel like a lot of my low-tier players currently that will not make my team once my better players get healthy will automatically get picked up. So I am looking to make some 2-for-1 deals. Rick is still probably waiting for his team to get fully healthy, as he's just dealing with a little bit of injuries right now. He's still trying to figure out his strengths and weaknesses, and basically everything is a strength for him. Spoiler alert. And for Team Mike, he made this trade. He adds depth to it. He adds a nice little double-double machine in Valanciunas, and he recently told him, like, it was about a month ago, he told me he was good on his team. So unless the right trade comes his way, I don't think he's trying to make any trades. Mark isn't much of a trader, so it's unlikely he's seeking any trades. Adam's pretty much done for the year, and I have no idea where Jason stands. All right, for our week, I forgot to update that, our week 11 breakdown, which is current. So I decided to try things a little bit differently. Usually I post this on Monday before the matchup started, but it doesn't help when I'm trying to be like, oh, well, this guy's favored and this guy's not favored, or it's a coin toss. So I figured, why not try something a little bit different and add it this is the perfect week since we have the halfway mark and we have the All-Star break. So I just decided to try something a little bit differently. So in my matchup with Adam, our first matchup, Adam is currently favored in field goal percentage and turnovers. Now, even though I'm winning in field goal percentage, my team's awful in field goal percentage, and it sucks because I hope he falls down field goal percentage because my team's likely going to fall down field goal percentage. I should be favored in free throw percentage, threes, assists, rebounds, steals, and points, as Adam has given up on the year. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. And one way I did that was by picking up another injured player, as Mitchell Robinson was on our in our free agent pool. And I definitely think there's a lot of flaws in him, but I'm looking for defense, so I like him, and I feel like he's going to be a great addition as he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws, even though he's very bad at free throws. He only shoots like less than 2 a game. So I'm willing to take on the risk right now. And he's like a nice 8-and-8 guy. So he's going to be like the bottom man on my bench. Anyway, it should be a coin toss in blocks, as we are both very close in blocks. Still 2-block game. So it could go either way. I'm hoping I can still pull that off. All right, for our next matchup, Team Stewart versus Team Best. Team Stewart should be favored in free throw percentage, as he's killing Best in that category right now, and turnovers, as he's killing Best in that category as well. Unfortunately, it looks like Best is killing him in most of the rest of the categories. Outside of steals is fairly close, but everything else, Best has a stranglehold over. So Team Stewart, I don't know what's going on. He lost all that momentum. Don't know what's going on with this team. I know Devin Booker recently got injured again, sprained his left knee. So it might be injuries. I don't know. I got my ass kicked last week, so I try not to pay attention to the league too much in this past week. All right, for our next matchup, All Great Ones versus Team Mark. Right now, All Great Ones is up 5-3-1, and Jason is favored in free throw percentage, as he has a 5% lead in that. Now, even though he has a 3% field goal percentage lead, those two teams are very good in field goal percentage, so I actually think that's more of a coin toss. And before I get into the rest of the coin tosses, Mark should be favored in threes and steals, as he's up 13 threes and 8 steals right now. And should be a coin toss, and again, field goal percentage, rebounds, as Mark has a great rebounding team. Even though he's down right now, I just know he has a great rebounding team. Assist, blocks, turnovers, and points. So it looks like this might actually be a matchup like Seeper versus Best last week. All right, for our next matchup, we have Team Metal World Peace against Team Seeper. Right now, Metal World Peace is up 5-4, and this could be a huge win for Seeper if he pulls this off, as Team Metal World Peace is first in his division. Right now, Jose should be favored in field goal percentage, as he's up over 4%. Rebounds, as he's up about 40 rebounds, and he's a killer in that category. And he's also favored in blocks, as he's up 6 blocks right now. Seeper, on the other hand, is favored in free throw percentage, as he's up about 5%, and Jose's got a weak free throw shooting team. And Seeper is also favored in assist, as he's up about 16. And it should be a coin toss in the rest of the categories, including threes, as it's only a 2-point differential. Steals, as it's only, again, 2-point differential. Turnovers, again, 2-point differential. And I still think it's close enough in points where it could go either way within 30-point difference. I still think it could go either way, depending on how many players play for both these players in the remaining second half of the schedule. And for our last matchup, we have the Dame Show versus Badonkadonk. Right now we have the Dame Show leading. Oh, excuse me. No, I just hate when something gets caught in my voice. It's the worst, especially when you're at the end of the video. Anyway, the Dame Show is leading 6-3 over Badonkadonk, as it's very close in field goal percentage. I don't know what's going on with me right now. Anyway, Rick should be favored in free throw percentage, threes, and steals. Mike's favored in rebounds and turnovers. And should be a coin toss in field goal percentage, assists, blocks, and points. Sorry, I would like to go deeper into that, but my throat's killing me. I need a drink. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This is what's going on in my league right now. And I just like to keep you guys updated so you guys can understand why I say things I do and like where I'm coming from when I make other videos. So again, thank you guys for watching and have a good one.